We are at the Infrasummer 2024, hosted by Nubit and Babylon, that will bring staking of Bitcoin to our ecosystem. Let's check what's inside. Wow, here is so many interesting things. Just look at this great ecosystem of Nubit. Nubit and Babylon will bring Bitcoin, staking, restaking, and everything that is connected to Bitcoin, to the Cosmos ecosystem, to the EVM chains. So this is the great solution. I'm not sure that Bitcoin maximalists are happy because of it, but all other crypto people will be very happy because of it. And at Infrasummer 2024, we meet Sangha. And Sangha from Babylon, can you tell 2 words about yourself and about your role in Babylon?
Sure. My name is Sankha. I'm like the chief protocol economist at Babylon. So I look at like the economic design, the mechanism design for Babylon. I also work with the product team and the engineering team, and just understanding like what's the value proposition of Bitcoin staking, Bitcoin restaking. We're also a Cosmos SDK chain, so we were able to bring Bitcoin security to the Cosmos hub. That was something we worked very closely with the informal systems. So super excited. Cosmos people are Bitcoin maxis. I think we're bringing a massive use case of Bitcoin to Cosmos and the overall chains. And yeah, really excited for the launch and happy to talk to you guys.
Oh, this is so great because we are also Cosmos ecosystem maximalists, and we are so glad that Babylon and so interesting idea of the staking of Bitcoin come to the Cosmos. So maybe one counter argument to the Bitcoin maximalists who tell no, Bitcoin only on the Bitcoin network, never move Bitcoin to any other derivatives. What's our counter argument for this idea?
So the Bitcoin never leaves the Bitcoin chain. So we are not like trying to play with any of the fundamentally Bitcoin maximalists. Their pure vision is they don't want any kind of messing up with the consensus. They don't want any extra trust. And Babylon really preserves this maximalist view. We're not playing with the consensus. We're not adding any trust assumptions to the core Bitcoin consensus. What we are looking at is, for a long time, Bitcoin has just been viewed as a store of value, and there have not been any native opportunities for Bitcoin. So we're looking to bring native opportunities while looking to solve the security bootstrapping problem of proof of stake chains. So we think that we are building a very good two-sided marketplace of matching native yield hunger for Bitcoiners with the POS staking market cap growth.
This is great. This is amazing. And maybe some call to action or some advices to people who will watching us.
Yeah, so the call to action would be definitely look at the great work you guys have done. And, I've heard of your team, and you guys have been with the Cosmos team forever. So one is understand that this infrastructure we are building, we would need a lot of applications to be built on top of us. So we would like DApp developers to look at our hackathons, would look at our technical documentation, which we are out there, as well as listen to the podcast. And we're going to make it a lot simpler so that people don't look at Babylon and the Cosmos architecture in a complex manner, but they look at it as an easy way to bootstrap chain with Bitcoin security.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much for such beautiful project, beautiful ideas, and for the being in Cosmos ecosystem.
Thank you so much.
And at Infrasummer, we met Yufeng, and this is so great and interesting. Yufeng, please tell 2 words about yourself and about your role in Nubit.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Yufeng. I'm a founder and CEO at Nubit. I'm also a CS professor at UCSB, where I have been doing research in the area of security, compiler, and programming languages for over a decade. We started Nubit. I started Nubit with my PhD students last Christmas, and the goal of Nubit is essentially to provide an adaptable layer that contains the PA layer secured by Bitcoin, as well as a programmable layer that can be quickly adapt to the challenges in different ecosystems, such as trustless computation in Bitcoin, such as programming complexity in Tom and other ecosystems as well.
So this is great and amazing. As the Cosmos maximalist, I really glad to see possibility to stake Bitcoin in the Cosmos. But some Cosmos or Bitcoin maximalists, they tell that Bitcoin should never move out of the Bitcoin network. What we can counter argue to this idea?
Yeah, I think one point is that I understand most of the Bitcoin stakers' concern in the sense that I think the biggest concern they have in mind is in terms of security. For instance, if they move their Bitcoin, let's say for doing restaking for other ecosystems, so the benefit they can get is, let's say, they can get additional like reward by restaking that, but the risk they have to take is that they might potentially lose their original Bitcoin. They are perfectly well stay in their like cold wallet. So now I think what we're trying to build, and not just us, the entire ecosystem trying to build is to essentially mitigate this kind of concern in the sense that we want to convince them that there is a very scientific and mathematical mechanism that can allow them to safely like restaking their original access on the Bitcoin that has been sitting there for probably over a decade to not just create benefit on their own financial benefit, but also create economic benefit to the entire like blockchain ecosystem.
This is amazing and very interesting. So maybe you have any call to action or advice for people who will watching us?
What do you mean by what kind of advice?
Maybe so some people will watching us and you have the chance to tell them something that they maybe do something or they maybe need to join something or maybe some ideas that you think is great that they hear this idea and tell, oh, okay, I want to do it.
Yeah, right now I want to add is that as a Web3 founder, so actually right now you guys are in a very great environment because of the like this kind of restaking chain. Because at the let's say in the previous cycle, if you as a co-founder or founder, if you want to start some brand new Web3 project from scratch, you have to worry about a lot of stuff, right? You have to worry about the narrative of your protocol. You have to implement your protocol, and finally you need to worry about your TVL, right? And then you have to convince a lot of like people who actually have Bitcoin and Ethereum to actually stake their access to secure your protocol. Right now, with this whole way of restaking, especially on Bitcoin, you can actually you don't need to worry about those concerns anymore. And you can, if you have any idea, no matter you are working on AI or deeping or whatever that you think that it's cool and useful, just go for it, I would say.
Thank you for this bright words. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are waiting for Nubit as the big, great part of Cosmos ecosystem.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This is always great to meet cosmonauts on the Infrasummer 2024, David. It's so nice to see you again. David from Crossnest. I hope you remember him from some our last videos. So, what's new in the Crossnest?
What's new? Many things. We continue to grow since we last met together. So we started some new chains, new testnets. We met some teams, some projects, and we want to meet new ones again.
Oh, this is so great. So, what do you think? You have validated so many different networks in Cosmos ecosystem. What do you think is the most interesting projects 2024 in Cosmos ecosystem? Ooh.
Hard question.
What, for example, from the technical point of view?
Technical point of view, maybe projects that will use the IBC, ICA technology. It's already launched since a year, but you have Nolus, which is a project that uses all the stacks of ICA. and I hope they will continue to propose new features.
Yes, this is very interesting. Maybe you have any call to action to cosmonauts that will watching us.
I don't know. And
I have delegate to CrossNest.
Yeah.
CrossNest bring a lot of technical contributions to the whole Cosmos ecosystem. This is validator, good validator. Don't delegate to centralized exchanges, delegate to CrossNest.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. This is so nice to see you and meet you.
so-